Hey there, Wargamers, Just Arm Paint here, and today, boom, we're going to check out some Battletech. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're new here, please Alpha Strike that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for tuning in to help support what I do. That said, today we're going to get into it, and we're going to be checking out the Battletech Clan Direct Firestar that came out in the most recent Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter from Catalyst Game Labs. I'm not sure when this is going to go up for general purchase for the public, but if you're interested in the contents of this box or you have one coming from the Kickstarter, I'd like to switch it over today and let you guys take a look at what's in here. All right, guys, next up we have got the Battletech Clan Direct Firestar, and considering I have just chewed through so many boxes of vehicles for reviews, I'm glad to be checking out some mechs. So that said, we'll get you guys a preview of the box. I don't remember what this cost. But I imagine it was probably, I bet it's probably 40, 35, 40. I feel like the 5 mech boxes used to be 30, and I think they went up to 35, so maybe 35. I don't have my my list breakdown from the Kickstarter available right here in front of me, so I don't know. But you guys are probably less worried about the price on this one, because I can't really, this is not one I'm going to be super critical of the price, because it's not the painted model one. So this one's just more showcasing what the contents are, so you guys can see it. Before as we get started, I always show off the glorious art that's in the back and lament how I wish that it was a card insert that could be pulled out. But big shout out for the Ghost Bear boys in the back there being front and center. And then I think that's what Razzlehog behind him. Is that Razzlehog there? That Locust 2C? I can't tell. I don't think that's Razzlehog. But it does have the little triangle, so I don't know. But yeah, loving how that looks, very cool. But you know, when you guys look in, take a peek. The art in the back is great, and I've not seen this picture here before. So let's grab our minis here, and we'll grab the cards, and we'll sort these out and give you guys a moment to pause. Obviously, when a card comes up you want to see, and you can check out the pilots and so forth at your discretion. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the Rifleman IIC here. So he's coming in at 31 points. This is usable in the Succession Wars era through the Eel Clan. Team M1, 8 move, 6J, 1/2/2 for damage, 12 life case. Based on the baseline mech that I compare things to, this one's got a little bit more life, a little less damage, a little easier to hit, but does have jump. So your mileage may vary on using this fella here. For the other variant, usable in the same eras, Succession through Eel Clan, Team M1, 6J, 5/5/5 for damage, 47 points, if I didn't already say that, and 12 HP, E&E, Probe, and Recon. So yeah, I like this one a little bit better. He costs 16 points more. You might have some stuff in the 47-point range that's doing a little bit more for you, because this guy is really easy to hit relative to other things. But at 47 points, there might be like a Mad Cat variant with comparable HP, something like that, and better team and better move. So I'm always kind of comparing to what else is out there. For the pilot here, we have Mirail? I'm sure I'm butchering that. And then we've got Roderick Steiner. House Steiner. Next up, let's go ahead and show you the unit before we get to the other cards. So, despite the stats, I think it's cool. It's got like a little Raiden hat basically on. It's a little detachable saucer section. Very cool. These are kind of together, but you can probably use a little warm water or something. Spread those out. Yep. Probably a likely occurrence for this type of plastic. Looks like the whole front of that is yeah. So this whole front is the glass for the cockpit. So nice little jeweling area. Details feel crisp. Doesn't seem water out the back. Looks really, really good. Some areas under here that want to be cleaned up. Not the end of the world. Yeah, not a bad looking mini. And probably a hell of a lot easier to build and deal with than the metal version of that. So pretty good, pretty good. And next up, we have got the Grizzly, the number 2 variant, coming in at 42 points, usable in the Civil War through the Eel Clan era. Team M1, 8J, 5/4/4 for damage, 13 life. Yeah, relative to the Rifleman there, a little bit more move on average, and similar damage output, so not too bad. Again, I have a hard time with the low TMMs because I like my stuff not dying, but he does have a lot of HP, so there's that. Other variant coming in at 13 points more, we have the standard Grizzly, usable in the Succession War through the Ill Clan era. 1 TMM, 8J, 554 for damage, 13 life, case, and direct fire 1. So basically about the same, a little bit more damage at medium range. And yeah, so, and it's basically almost identical. So there's that if it's on your radar for something you want to use. For the unit cards here, let's go ahead and check them out. We've got Halvory, Swoop, and then for Stone's Coalition, we have a Slev Hernandez. Oh, nice. So he's part of Stone's Lament. Interesting. Yeah. So, Devlin. For the unit here, I believe that is this one. This bad boy. Cockpit dueling sits way down low. All right. I bet people might mistake that as being the cockpit up there, but it's right here. Arms look cool. That's ginormous. I like these leg plates here. It's cool. Got a nice little antenna thing. That's neat. Like, this guy's chock full of really interesting details. I've never seen this mech before, so very cool looking. Yeah. Mold line's not too bad. Kind of what we're used to seeing. We're expecting to see. So not too bad. Yeah, I dig that. Next up, and probably one of the coolest models in this box, is this Phoenix Hawk IIC. So first card we got here is the 9, coming in at 48 points, usable in the Succession Wars through the Ill Clan era. TMM2, 10J, 544 for damage, 11 life, case IF2 LRM. So he's a bunch of points. You can leverage that jump, but if you get his skill low enough that you can jump and shoot and hit stuff, he's going to be pretty expensive. But I do like the TMM, and I like the damage output. It's a little pricey. Other variant we have here is the Phoenix Hawk IIC Standard, 41 points, usable in the Succession Wars through the Ill Clan. TMM2, 10J, 433 for damage, 11 life, no frills in terms of specials, so other in case. So yeah, that's not too bad. A little bit more than the baseline mech they look at, a little bit more HP, same TMM, same TMM, a little bit more damage at short. So yeah, that one versus my baseline, it comes in, I think, 8 points more. A little bit more life, got the giving it to the 10J, a little bit more damage here, so not too bad when you're comparing to that. Let's check out the cards here. So first one, we've got Seanville, so the Clan Seafox. And then we have Senna for Clan Wolf. Let's check out that Phoenix Hawk. It's a huge relative to a regular Phoenix Hawk. Like, they say Phoenix Hawk IIC, but this doesn't feel like they just strapped on some weapons and clan tech. Like, this is massive relative to a regular Phoenix Hawk. This thing is huge, large, and I'm here for it. I love it. It looks cool. This is very Pacific Rim feeling to me. I love the engines in the back. It looks really neat. It's got these big chunky legs. He did not skip leg day. Details feel pretty sharp. Right in here is a little rough, though. Actually, very rough now that I'm looking at it. Let me draw attention to his left leg. Look right here. You see that? Kind of get an idea for the detail. Now look here, which should be the same, and it is not. This is super watered out. You're losing half the lines. That's almost melted. That's pretty bad. It is on the back of the mech where you're not going to see it, but this should not have passed QC. There's a whole panel line here with an indentation. That indentation loses its indentation here because it's so shallow, and then the panel line is basically non-existent, and then these fade out and they're gone. That's unacceptable. I'm not going to reach out and try and get replacements because I imagine a lot of these look like this, but that should not have passed QC. That's egregious, especially when so much of the rest of the model looks really, really good. I don't like that mold, or this is right here, at least that's cleanable. That's a really rough area to have that, but it is cleanable. But yeah, that's a bummer. That right there is a bummer. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. But cool looking mini nonetheless, minus that one little, one of a couple of imperfections, but that one is pretty rough one. So next up we have the Highlander IIC. This one's coming in at 56 points, usable in the Jihad through Ill Clan era. TMM1, 6J, 663 for damage, 1 OV, mega load of life, so 16 life, case, ECM. That is insanity. So yeah, like at 56 points, this guy is rivaling some Atlas level damage and HP, which as he should. It's coming in as an assault class mech and looks really, really cool. For 2 points more, we get the other Highlander here, usable in the Succession Wars through the Ill Clan, Team M1, 6J, 774 for damage, OV1, and also 16 life, IF1, and Case. He's coming in at 2 points more for essentially 1 point more damage at medium and short, and you give up Case and IF, or not IF, what was that one? Case and Flak. Sorry, you didn't give a Case. Sorry, ECM and Flak for this one. So about a wash. The damage difference is minimal. You're basically losing, you're paying to gain this, and you're losing your ECM and your Flak. But they're both beefy and do a bunch of damage, so I like that. For cards, pilot cards, we have got a Rabtin. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. From House Steiner. And then for Clan Wolf, we have Arrowwall. Yeah, I like that. Let's check out the Highlander. Also a very cool model in this box. Now I'm looking at it, might have shifted from the Phoenix Hawk to this one as my favorite in this box. I like the missile holes here. That definitely looks like that could come forward and close over. That's neat. The lasers or rotary here. I'm assuming that's lasers. The big gun arm, like I said, it's very different from the other Highlander. Also, the other Highlander, the standard one, I don't think it had these built in. I think you had to put your little antennas on, so I like that those are there. Back details here look pretty sharp. Not seeing anything that's soft and kind of melted or anything back here. There are obviously mold lines and things to clean, but yeah, that's pretty baller. I like that. That's a chunk. I like that model. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that Highlander. And then last but not least, we have the Kraken or Bane. So this one is the 7, 56 points, usable in the Ill Clan and Dark Age era. Team M1, 6 move, 666 for damage, 3 OV, 15 life, Flak 3, Flak 335, and Case. So he's also an assault class mech, kind of on par for like what you would expect from like an Atlas. So if you need somebody big doing a bunch of damage and having a bunch of pips of life, solid. Next up, we've got the Kraken, or the other version of the Kraken. So this is the standard Bane, 42 points, usable Succession Wars through Ill Clan. Team M1, 6 move, 333 for life. Life damage, and he's got 15 life and Case. So this one's coming in at like 9 points more than my baseline. He's easier to hit, same damage, and probably twice the HP, maybe? Something like that. So a little bit tankier, a little easier to hit. So that it might end up being kind of a little bit of a wash in terms of longevity, because he's easier to hit. The other one's harder to hit. He has more HP, the other one has less. But yeah, park this guy in some woods and just throw 3 dice every turn. Not too bad. Or behind a building, something like that, to give yourself some cover. Check out the pilot card here. Ventana Zwa. And then we have Duros for the Jade Falcons. And last but not least, let's check out this guy. He is a chunk. He is huge, Mick large. He got some ab plates down here. Oh, yo, he got a little badonk. A little donk. Yeah, this is not the end of the world because you're not going to see it much, but like right through here, you can see where the mold's not perfect. Like this looks good, and then that foot, that right there, does not look as good as that one. I like these little cases here. It's neat, whatever they are. Just kind of cool detail. Cannons are kind of neat. I wonder what guns he's got. That feels like it's a little soft in here. Not sure. Yeah, not too many faults that or too many things on here that we haven't already seen on other models though, or come to expect. So it's kind of looking for something super egregious like what Mr. Phoenix Hawk had on his leg. So that is the Kraken, and that'll be our first look at the Clan Direct Firestar. If there's any standouts in here for you guys, sound off in the comments below and let me know what you liked. I think I think that one might be my favorite. And there you have it, folks. That is my first look at the Clan Direct Firestar from the most recent Kickstarter. Hopefully you found this enjoyable and something useful from the information that I've showed you. And if you happen to be somebody who's currently waiting on their Kickstarter, please be patient. I hope that you get that soon. And if you're in the category of people who already got theirs, that's awesome as well. In either case, if you guys have any thoughts, concerns, critiques, anything at all about the channel here or this product, Kickstarter, anything, please sound off in the comments below. Let's get that conversation started. That said, folks, that's all I've got for you today. If you want to help support the channel, make sure you check the description down below for all the relevant links you can use to help support what I'm doing and keep the channel fueled and moving forward. That said, that's all I've got. It's time for me to go. Keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice, guys, and I will catch you next time. If you made it this far, you're probably a viewer that already hits that like button when you see a video come up. You're probably already a subscriber, and you probably jump into the comments down below to help support the channel, to help support that algorithm. But if you're looking for some other ways to help support the channel too, make sure you check the description down below. Maybe you want to pick up some paints from Monument Hobbies. That's my paint of choice. The Pro Acrylic line is chef's kiss, good stuff. Maybe you want to check out some of the offerings from Death Designs, where I work in my day job. We got plenty of 3D printed products, as well as MDF terrain, some of the stuff that I have designed myself and we play with here on the channel. And if you're looking to bolster your Battletech ranks, miniatures, and offerings, make sure you check out Bobby from Fortress Miniatures and Games. He's one of the main supporters of the channel as well, and supporting any of these companies helps support what I do and helps to ensure that I can continue to bring content to all of you. If you want to become a super supporter, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon. You guys get that extra little edge to help push more content out, and I really do appreciate that. And my ultimate goal on the channel is to continue to be able to not only put out the content we have now, but to get to a point where you can put out more content later, whether that be battle reports or painting tutorials or just more rambles, anything at all. I'd like to be doing more content for you. This is something that I enjoy. I like being able to cast a light into the darkness to bring a little bit of hobby positivity to all of you and make you feel good, and also enjoy playing games myself. As we do the final sign off here though, I do want to go ahead and switch on over and do the scroll of awesome to showcase all the Patreon supporters, the super supporters of the channel, to give them some recognition for helping support what I do. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time.